Final Fantasy X has some of the craziest plot twists in the entire series, and we're going to go over them as we break down every Final Fantasy game using just the Magic the Gathering cards. Up next is Final Fantasy X Part 2. After an awkward interaction with Titus and Yuna, the party leaves Luca and heads down the Mihan Road. They meet Gata and Luzu, who are Crusaders, preparing for an operation to fight Sin. The Crusaders and Al Bhed launch a massive assault, but Sin retaliates and obliterates the entire operation. The party ends up having to team up with Maester Seymour to defeat a powerful Sin spawn. At Jose Temple, Yuna gains Ixion, a new lightning summon, and while there, Isaru warns him that summoners have been kidnapped. The party crosses the Moonflow and again are attacked by Al Bhed, but this time underwater. Soon after, we find Riku washed up ashore, and she joins the party. In Guarosalam, we meet Maester Seymour and his butler, Tormil. We learn that Maester Seymour wants to marry Yuna, but something's off. We find Lord Driscoll in the Far Plane, who drops a sphere. At the Thunder Plains, Yuna discovers a shocking truth. Seymour murdered his father. Despite this, she announces she'll accept his proposal, but is secretly planning to stop him. At the Makalanian Temple, the party confronts Seymour with the murder evidence. They kill him in battle, but he becomes an even more powerful Unsent. Yuna gains Shiva, but now is branded as traitors to Yevon. In an escape, they get lost in a desert where Titus learns a devastating truth. Summoners die when they use the final Aeon, and Al Bhed were just kidnapping summoners to save them from this fate. The party meets Sid, who turns out to be Yuna's uncle. Together, they go to Bavel to rescue a captured Yuna. Yuna is forced into a wedding with the Unsent Seymour, and after a dramatic airship rescue, they're put on trial by the Maesters. Yevon's corruption is fully exposed as the Maesters themselves are Unsent. Here we learn that defeating Sin is actually just a cycle. A summoner will summon the final Aeon, and the final Aeon will become Sin, and then a new summoner has to do this all over again. The party believes Bavel, but not without a new summon, Bahamut. We cut to Mount Gagazet, where they face Seymour Flux, the most powerful version so far. After defeating him, Titus reveals that Sin is actually his father. They press on to the Zanarkand ruins, where they finally meet Yunalesca. She tells them that the final summoning requires both a summoner and a guardian to die. Yuna can't accept this, and they defeat Yunalesca, ending this tradition forever, but learn that Titus himself is a dream of the faith. In order to break this cycle, they end up going inside of Sin and face Jet one final time. Then we fight Yu Yevon himself, and after defeating him, the cycle finally ends. Titus begins to fade away, but not before telling Yuna farewell. And that's Final Fantasy X. Did I miss any story beats that were your favorite in the game? Be sure to follow because the next video is coming out soon.